Okay, we are now joined by the new winner, I guess you can say, of tonight's NASCAR Craftsman Truck Series race, and that is Corey Heim. Obviously, the result of disqualification to the 75 truck. Corey, I guess I'll just let you speak on the interesting nature of this victory.
Yeah, it's my first time having this kind of scenario happen either way, so certainly glad to be on the right side of it. Sucks for parking those guys. They seem like they're obviously supposed to put themselves in position at the right time to win the race, but obviously there's another level to it after the race. So yeah, just grateful to be in a spot to I guess take advantage of that, and huge props to everyone at Shotgun Garage Toyota, and safe flight. First win under the Toyota Geyser Racing banner, which is cool. So move on to Atlanta, try to get another one.
All right, if you have a question for Corey, please raise your hand. We'll start up here to Zach and go around the room.
Zach Sterniolo, NASCAR.com. Two questions. First, what are the emotions after the way that this race ended and getting the win, locking yourselves into the playoff this way? I assume it's what are the emotions that come with this?
I guess all good ones. Yeah, I mean it's certainly not as thrilling as winning the race on the racetrack, but I don't know. Yeah, I mean I've been on the wrong side of it several times in my late model career. It's cool to kind of get a big win like that. I guess would be cooler, like I said, if it was on track. But yeah, I recall several instances where we think we win the race, and then you start kind of seeing everyone huddle up in tech, and you're like, oh boy, and next thing you know, we're tossed out. I don't think I've ever been on the right side of that. So it's cool, especially at Daytona. Once again, just would have been cooler if I crossed the line first and whatnot, but we'll take them any way we can get them. So good start to the year for our Tricon boys. Everyone worked together really well, teammate-wise, to get ourselves in position, and I'm glad we could execute on the aftermath.
Zach, do you have another one? We'll go to Jacob and then Bob.
Jacob Stillman, Raceface Digital. Two for you, Corey. First, you talked about working together with your teammates, and you guys really seemed like you had a plan to stay tucked up tight there, particularly in the final laps. I mean, how much conversation went into the plan before this race, and did it work out as well or better than maybe you guys expected it might?
Yeah, it certainly worked out better than I thought it would. I feel like within Toyota, we always have a game plan going into the race, but it seems like always something happens. I mean, last year we wrecked on lap 6. I got through. Some of my teammates didn't. There's just always some sort of circumstance that takes us out of being able to work with each other. But the stars kind of aligned today. Everyone, I think we had a couple beat up trucks within the organization at the end there, but we all stuck in line and did pretty well working together. So if you would have asked me before the race if I thought that we were going to be able to make it work with I think 2 or 3 rookies on the team, I would have probably said no. But I was pleasantly surprised the way Gio and William handled themselves at the end of the race. Kind of knew what they were doing there, and lost Tony pretty early, or else she probably would have been up there too. So and Tanner, he's kind of a vet now, but he does a great job as well. So really just across the board, great job by all the guys, especially the rookies. Pretty impressive for them. So yeah, thanks to those guys.
I know the emotions are definitely, like you said, different than a normal win, but regardless of that, this is Daytona, and it's a place that, while you've been here a bunch, had not been able to win until tonight. What does this mean to you personally to finally check arguably the biggest race in the Truck Series off your bucket list?
Yeah, it doesn't feel like it's my biggest win by any means, but now it's a great way to start the season for sure. I mean, I think in my 4 starts, I was talking to somebody about this earlier, I've progressively climbed up every year. The first year I ran a truck here, I wrecked early, and then the next year I had a mediocre finish, then P2 last year, then ended up P1 this year. So I feel like I'm getting better. I mean, of course, there's a huge level of circumstance to all that, and just luck at the end of the day, being in position and not getting wrecked. But I would like to think to myself that I've been getting better on speedways every year, and I don't think it's been my strong suit in the past. So regardless of whether I finished on track versus the aftermath, I really feel like I put myself in the best position to be successful this year. So we were able to obviously take the win away at the end of the day, but I think that progression has been shown by me, and I'm proud of myself, I guess, about that.
Go to Bob.
Bob Hockers, Fox Sports. I mean, if somebody's failing heights, usually you all know pretty quick. So have you been were you in the garage, and watching it, and so, or had you left the track, or how'd you find out?
Yeah, I just got in my rental and I got a text about it, and they said not to go too far. So, yeah, it didn't last long. I was probably in the hauler for like 10 minutes, and I mean, I would never expect someone to get thrown out, so I was just kind of doing my normal change and pound some water and get out of there. Yeah, I never really expected it. I saw some people huddled up on the way out, and I didn't really think much of it, but of course it ended up benefiting us.
So are you going to celebrate or?
Yeah, I'd say so. Yeah, we won, right? Would you celebrate?
Any other questions for Corey? Do we have anything in the press box?
No questions from the press box.
Okay, we'll come back down here to Michael.
Michael Massey, front stretch. Corey, when it was announced you were coming back to trucks for this year, I saw like a lot of people saying online and stuff that, you know, he could win every single race. Realistically, how many races do you think you can win this year in the Truck Series? What's your goal?
Yeah, I don't really ever put an expectation on myself as far as a win count by any means. I try to take it 1 week at a time, and I mean, I'm trying to win every race. That's why I show up. So I guess to answer your question, 25 this year. But yeah, I mean, I feel like I said, I take it 1 week at a time. I mean, I feel like I have just as good a chance as anyone in any racetrack. So take my preparation pretty seriously, and you know, come to win. So hopefully all of them. We'll see.
Anything else for Corey? All right, Corey. Well, I appreciate you coming back in here. Congratulations on the victory, and good luck next week.
Thank you. All on you.
Yeah. We're just going right in this series.
Is it recorded? Is it on camera or just mic?
Go live.
Just on mic?
Yeah.